Yeah, I'm Anthony from Zero Sources. In time of accounting, changes in accounting period do not occur frequently. Usually, changes of financial year are due to the following reasons. The company was not determined in the early days of its establishment, and it followed the parent company, and to improve the company cash flow. So, I use DAX on Power period to change the accounting period, and I will get the financial report only a few minutes. Okay, let's start. If it's the first time to my channel, please subscribe my channel. You won't miss any new films.
Opening the previously prepared consolidated statement file, I pre-inserted 3 more months of data to the accounting raw data, that is January, February and March of the year 2020. Make it become 15 months accounting data from January 2019 to March 2020. The company's accounting period was originally from January 2019 to December 2019, but now it has been changed to April 1, 2019 to March 31, 2020. Simply speaking, you can change it from the company's accounting system. So why it is necessary to have it in this video? The reasons the change in the accounting period will affect the profit and loss during the period. And it is necessary to analyze the change of profit and company's value before making decision on change of fiscal year. Regardless of the reason for changing the company's accounting period, using DAX to write a measure based on the date is a very versatile practice. The previous one is a 15-month income statement, because the income statement only needs what actually happened during the year. So just add up the data from April 2019 to March 2020. Ignore the data for January to March 2019. The latter one is the 15-month balance sheet, which looks at the company's net asset value. For the balance sheet, you can't ignore the data from January to March 2019, and conversely, you have to deal with the data for these 3 months. Press Manage to enter Power Pivot, and in the ledger screen, there are measures that were previously prepared. I'll continue to use these measures in order to have the data before and after the cutoff day about the change accounting year end, that need to create some new measures. First of all, I will write the measures for the income statement, and the first one is to find out the value of the beginning balances of the income statement period. The beginning number of the income statement should be all 0. I used this measure to double check the figures was all okay. I used PL open balance as its name, then calculate function. Expressions are profit and loss measure, and filters are that ID number equals to beginning balance. In pivot table, the PL open balance are all 0. The second measure is the figures for the new fiscal year profit and loss, which is the data for January-March 2019. I use PL before for its name, then calculate, and the expression is the measure profit and loss. The filter items are the calendar year which is equal to 2019, and the calendar month which is less than 4, that is, it will filter January, February and March out. The figures of PL before appears on pivot table is the same as the 15-month report. Then I will create 2 more measures for the change of the accounting period. One is to sum up April to December 2019. And the other is to sum up January to March of the year 2020. The first PL balance after change 2019 is also using calculate. Expressions use the profit and loss measure, filter terms or calendars year equal to 2019 and calendars month is greater than 3. The second one, PL balance after change 2020, is also using calculate. Expressions use the measure of profile and loss, filters or calendars year equal to 2020 and calendars months or less than 4. The last one of the P&L is that PL after equals just the sum of these two, PL balance after change 2019 and PL balance after change 2020. You see the instant change of numbers on the pivot table, leaving PL before and PL after in the table. To the balance sheet, BS open balance takes its name, then uses calculate. Expressions use the balance sheet's measure and filters or ID number equal to beginning balance. This time this number will not equal to 0, and this number is very important and cannot be discarded. The second is BS before 1 to 3 2019, and the expression is the measure of balance sheet. The filter items are that calendars year is equal to 2019 and calendars month is less than 4. Then BS after 4 to 12 2019, the expression is the measure of balance sheet. The filter items are that calendars year is equal to 2019 and calendars month is greater than 3. The one above is the first 9 months, followed by the next 3 months BS after 1 to 3 2020. Expressions use the balance sheet measure, filter terms are calendars year equal to 2020 and calendars month are less than 4. BS after BS is equal to add up before 1 to 3 2019 and BS after 4 to 12 2019. Set BS March 2019 is equal to the new cutoff date BS before 1 to 3 2019. And BS March 2020 is equal to BS March 2019 plus BS after as the ending balance. As in the pivot table for the balance sheet, remove all column except BS March 2019 and BS March 2020.